Hi guys, I just wanted to jump on here and do a real quick video on things to avoid when starting the ketogenic diet. Number one is probably something that you've heard, so don't obsess over the scale, y'all, because the scale can be the devil.
And I mean the devil.
And I mean, there might be days where you have a whoosh and you're down a couple pounds, and then there might be a day where it says that you've gained a pound, but you've done everything right. Don't measure yourself by the scale. Get a pair of pants that don't fit. Take pictures of how they're fitting you, and then try them on again a couple weeks later and see where you're at from there. Measure your waist, measure your legs, measure your arms. Just don't listen to the scale, because that is a recipe for disaster every time. Number two is calories do matter. So don't think that you can just eat 3,000 calories because it's all ketogenic food and you're going to lose weight. It's not going to work out that way, y'all. In the beginning, I had to really watch my calories. I don't count calories anymore because once you're on the ketogenic diet for a while, your appetite definitely reduces quite a bit. And then it's almost like your body just craves what your body needs. Instead of eating when I feel like I should eat, I eat when I'm hungry and I stop when I'm full. In the beginning, I did have to count calories because when push comes to shove, it is calories in versus calories out. So number three is don't think you can eat all the fat and still lose weight. Yes, this is a high fat, low carb, moderate protein diet. However, if you have fat to lose on your body, then you're not going to want to eat 5 fat bombs in a day and still think that you're going to lose weight, because instead your body's going to be eating all the fat that you are putting into your mouth that day instead of the fat on your tummy. I still do add fat to my diet. Like if I'm frying eggs or whatnot, I will throw some grass-fed butter or whatnot in there. But I don't go overboard on my fat. Just remember, fat is a limit. Fat is there to keep you satiated. Fat is not a goal. So if you don't reach your fat goal that day, it's okay. Because trust me, if you have weight to lose, you are going to have enough fat to have enough energy for the day and be able to function the way that your body needs to function without putting all that fat down your throat. So definitely remember that, because that's a big one. As long as you can go from one meal to the next without feeling ridiculously hungry, you're getting enough fat. But if you can't go from one meal to another meal without being starving, then maybe you should add a little fat. All right, y'all, number four is don't think protein is just unlimited on the ketogenic diet. Protein is a goal. So when you go figure out your macronutrients, just remember protein is a goal, fats and carbs are a limit. There are side effects to going too low on protein, and there are side effects to going too high on protein. Going too high on protein, they say it could even kick you out of ketosis. Even though, to be honest with you, when I first started the ketogenic diet, there were several days where I went way over on my protein. Not even gonna lie, y'all, I went way over on my protein. I did not get kicked out of ketosis, but it did stall my weight loss. It made me gain weight. So that's what too much protein did to me. It stalled me. It stalled me bad. So protein is definitely a goal. I never really had a problem with going too low on protein because I love protein, to be honest with you. So I can't give you my personal side effects to going too low, but I definitely had side effects to going too high. So definitely keep that in mind with your protein. My tip number 5, y'all, is don't think you can just get away with not getting in your electrolytes for the day and still feel fine with all the energy in the world and no headache and all that good stuff. Because I know this from experience, because in the beginning I was like, who needs that much salt? Come on. Or, you know, I don't need a magnesium supplement. Yeah, I did. And it kind of kicked me in the butt when I didn't. I didn't even realize it, but in the beginning I didn't get enough salt. I wasn't taking any supplements, and I was getting headaches. I almost felt lethargic. I was like foggy headed. So get your electrolytes in, y'all. This is how I knew that it was the electrolytes that I was missing, because I researched it and they were like, yeah, you know, drink some pickle juice, or, you know, take a little bit of water and put some salt in there and just chug it. And that's what I did. And literally after I did that, within a half an hour, my headache would be gone and I had energy. Keep up your electrolytes, y'all, because it is so important. I take a magnesium and a potassium supplement, as well as I get my salt intake in for the day. I also do apple cider vinegar with lemon water, and I throw a little salt in there. And if y'all haven't watched that video, then I'll link that video at the end of this video, so that way y'all can see it. Tip number 6 is don't think that you can go to bed at 2 and get up at 5 like when you were 20. Maybe you are 20, I don't know. But it's gonna affect your weight loss. It's gonna affect how you feel. It's gonna make you feel crappy. Even to this day, being on keto for over 4 months and making sure I get my electrolytes in, if I don't get the right amount of sleep that night, I feel like crap. And honestly, it stalls my weight loss. And I know everybody's probably heard this before, but sleep is so ridiculously important in just your general health, let alone weight loss. So make sure you're getting enough sleep, y'all. Tip number 7 is do keto your way. Just because John Doe is doing keto his way and he's telling you you're not doing it right because you're not doing it his way, well, John Doe, mind your own business, because you gotta do keto the way that you can do keto for your lifestyle and what's gonna work for you. So tell John to hush it. So tip number 8 is don't fast just because you're hearing all over the place that keto and fasting kind of go hand in hand. Nah, I don't really believe in that. I think that if you want to fast and you're able to fast, then definitely fast and incorporate that into your keto diet. But don't fast just because so-and-so over there said that you should be fasting with a keto diet. Because I believe in listening to your body and eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full. So what happens if you're, supposed to be fasting 16 hours and then you can eat within that 8-hour window, but then you get hungry after that 14-hour mark? Well, sorry, I'm gonna eat after that 14-hour mark, so if I get hungry. But I think that if you want to incorporate fasting, that's great. And if you don't do it just because people are saying, hey, you need to fast with this diet. I think when it comes to that, it's all personal preference, personal opinion, because I don't fast and I've had amazing results. Because I've been on the diet now for almost 4 months and I've lost over 44 pounds. So anybody that tells you that it's not gonna work unless you fast with it, I personally don't believe that. And number 9, last but not least, is don't let people drag you down. Because you want to know how many people, when I first started this diet, they were like, oh, well, that diet's not healthy, you shouldn't do that. Well, you can't go without carbs. Yes, you can. You really shouldn't eat that much fat. That's horrible for you. Well, if it's the good fats, it's not horrible for you. And it's just, you're going to have too many people that really don't know a ton about the diet, and too many people that haven't researched the diet that are going to tell you that you shouldn't go on this diet, that this diet's unhealthy, And it's like, don't let people drag you down. You know what? You do you. You do what works for you. Maybe it's not the ketogenic diet. Maybe it's just watching your calories and eating healthy foods. Everybody really needs to do what they feel is good for them, what they feel is going to work for them. And don't let people get into your head, y'all. But you know what? I don't listen to people anymore. This has worked for me, and I've never felt better before in my life. So anywho, I've taken up enough of y'all's time. I hope this was helpful. If y'all have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, y'all.